Hey everyone, it's Kiwi here for Soy and Shea, and thank you so much for joining me for another vlog. I'm going to take you along this week as I launch the Christmas range. The official launch date for me will be the 11th of November. You'll be seeing this video at the end of that week, but I thought I'd take you along and show you what I've got planned, because I know we've got a very big delivery coming this week and there's lots of other little things I'll be doing. It is currently Sunday. I'm starting this vlog on a different day to usual. Last month when I did Halloween, I did a huge mistake which I have learned from. I finished up in the shop on the Sunday before the launch day, and I was so tired I just went home. I thought I'll set Halloween up on Wednesday, not expecting the sheer number of orders that came through on the Monday and Tuesday when I wasn't open. So when I came into the shop on Wednesday, I had all these orders to fill. None of my Halloween stock was out. I had customers coming in looking for it. I didn't know whether to set up, I didn't know whether to pack orders. I just didn't know what to do. So I got myself in a little bit of a frazzle last month, so I decided, even though I'm tired today, I stayed back. I actually started decorating the shop before close. It got a little bit quiet, so I did all the bits that would keep me out of the way of customers. And then once the door was locked, I pulled out all the Christmas stock and I've been putting it out on display. And there's still a fair bit I still need to put out. I need to start actually making some of the gift packs up. And I will do that on Wednesday, but I am waiting to see what sort of combination of gift packs people are going to be choosing online, because that will give me an indication of what people will want in store. So for example, I'm bringing out a lip balm set, and you can either have, there'll be different coloured clip balms to go in them, which are my new little lip balm holders. And I'm going to see what sort of combinations people are most likely to pick for those, and then pop them on my shelf in here as well. That will give me something to do on Wednesday as well. But I'm pretty happy with what we've got so far. I'll give you a quick look around. So last year I really liked when I put all this gorgeous tinsel up here. It's a really pretty one. And then I've got all my little Icelandic dolls and gnomes up there, and my little wreath going across the window. And then over in the Bath and Body section, excuse the mess of all the trolleys, we've got a slightly different coloured tinsel and a few other little dolls and things around, and we've got our little gnome on the floor. I actually thought I had more of these big soft toys in Christmas, but I don't. So guess who might be going to TK Maxx to have a look? I have had a little bit of a change around in the store, so I've got a bigger shelf here than what I usually have. I've moved my lip balms over here next to my melts. It's a little bit squashed, but it's only going to be for the Christmas season, and then I'll be able to work something else out with what to do. But it's just given me a little bit of extra space. So this is going to be my Christmas display. You can see I've got a whole shelf down there where I'm going to put some more gift packs. We've got all of the candles and the melts out. Still have some of the melt advent calendars. Love, love, love these. Let me see if I can pick one up. Excuse my thumb. I was being silly today. I was trying to do too many things using the guillotine, and well, you don't need to know the rest. But anyway, love, love, love these. Many years ago, I bought these baubles from a craft shop, and they have been sitting in a box in the garage. And I've had this thing for the last 2 years where I have to use everything that I have got lying around that I have bought in the past for doing things like Christmas, special buys and that sort of stuff, and I have to use it all. So the baubles came out this year, and this is what I always intended to do with these baubles, but could never find a really nice body wash to go in there. But I'm now really happy with my body wash recipe. So they are all filled, and they actually sparkle out in the sun. They do sparkle and shine. They're super cute. Absolutely love them. I did notice that the place where I got them had these baubles on special again. So if they are really popular, I can always go and get more, but I'm hoping not to, because I'm doing so well at clearing out stuff I've not been using. We've got a few extra little packs up the top there. We will be making some more. You can see we got ginger. This has to be my favorite gift set that I have done up, and I'm hoping everyone is going to be able to have a little bit of fun with it. It is my naughty or nice gift set, and they are all boxed up exactly the same. I have got more out the back. This is just the shop stock at the moment. Inside this box is a soap, a moisturizer, a lip balm, and a lip scrub, and you're either going to get naughty or nice. Now, naughty is actually the Grinch soap with the matching moisturizer and a sweet lip balm and lip scrub, and then the nice is one of the sugar and spice soaps with the matching moisturizer and the lip balm and lip scrub as well. I have absolutely no idea what is in each of these boxes. Love this stamp that my mum found in her little stash, so I stamped up the tags for them, but there is, I promise, absolutely no distinguishing features on any of these boxes. There are 9 naughty and 9 nice, and I have no idea what is in each of these boxes, and I did it on purpose. No requests for a naughty or a nice, and I've basically got signs up both online and in the shop saying, do not buy if you're going to be offended if you get a naughty box, because it is just for a little bit of fun. We've still got those advent calendars, and then over in the soaps we have got Stockings by the Fire. This is the Sugar and Spice, which is in our nice gift box. And then we've got our Grinch. You can't really see it because we've got the label on it, but that is in our naughty. So it's still a really nice soap for naughty. It's just a bit of fun. And we have a few of those prosperity soaps. I have been absolutely inundated with people wanting to hold them. To be fair to everyone, I did put a maximum of 1 bar per person to be held, and it had to be paid for by Monday before we do the official release, and any that aren't paid for will just get released back for release stock. I've never been inundated like that before. If I'd known it was going to be so popular, I would have done 2 bars, but there is only 1 loaf of it, so there's only 18 soaps. But maybe next year, if I feel like it, I may do another one. We'll see. So that is all the Christmas stuff set up. I'm actually going to head home. I've got a few things such as the baubles, which have not been photographed and gone onto the website yet. So I'm going to go home and take photographs of those, make sure everything is right and ready to go for Wednesday. I am super tired. I woke up at 4:10 this morning. I've actually been awake before 4:30 most days. This week because it's just so sunny and bright, but I was up at 4:10 and I thought, well, there's no point just lying here. I've got so much to do down the shop. So got dressed, came down the shop, and I've actually been down here since 5 o'clock this morning doing bits and pieces, but I got so much done, so I'm not regretting that. But I'm going to go home, take these photographs, get them loaded on the website, and then I'm going to sit back and relax, and then tomorrow I've got a few extra things that I need to do. So I'm going to go home. See ya. Guys, it's been a busy morning. I've been at the computer for probably just over an hour now. I got up and made myself a cup of coffee, breakfast, all that jazz, and then I started finalizing all the Christmas stuff here on the website, ready to go for lunchtime today. I've just put in the last of the Christmas gift sets. It's taken me half an hour to actually write this blurb up on here. It's the one thing I do struggle with the most in my business. I'm fine with packaging, photographing, all that sort of stuff, but writing the blurbs for the website is the one thing that I absolutely struggle with, because sometimes I read it and I just think, oh god, that sounds awful, and I overanalyze it, rewrite it, delete it, rewrite it, and it takes me half an hour to write one product description up. It's absolutely insane. But it is all done. Everything that I have got ready to release is on the website. I do have a couple of other packs that I'm going to be putting together over the next sort of week, but I didn't want to delay this release any further because I'm going to miss out on that Christmas buying rush. I've just had the washing machine finished, so I'm going to go and hang my washing out, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to start writing up my Patreon posts. Some of you may have seen a video of George at Dawn Organics that he released over the weekend. He was showing how to make a clear body spray. Now before a clear room spray. Now before he actually released that video, he did come to me because he knew I'd been trying to crack this code of how to make a clear spray, and he told me what he'd been doing, and then we were discussing other ways of solubilizing fragrance into products, and we were tossing around a few ideas. I had the ingredients to try the other methods, so then I did a little bit of testing as well, and I have come up with a body spray, and it is slightly different to what George has done. I've got a couple of extra ingredients in mine, and I did ask if I could share this with my patrons as well, knowing he was putting a video out, and he said yes. And I will be showing, I've got actually two different successful ones, which I will be sharing the recipes for both of those at the $5 level. They'll be there for 3 months before moving off. Same story as goes with all my Patreon recipes. So I've got those 2 in there. We were trying to crack another one, which has been a bit of a fail. It was really weird. This is actually using polysorbate 20, and for the first time my fragrance has split out, and I'm using more solubilizer than I usually do, so there's something really weird about that, but that's a dud. But I'll still actually use that. But I do have 2 other versions to make a body spray with, so I'm going to use those. I'm going to write up the recipe for those to go out onto Patreon this week, and then for those who are on the $10 level, you'll be able to work it out on the $5 level if you actually look at it, but on the $10 level I'm going to give the key sort of elements of how you can then change this from a body spray and change it into a perfume instead, because there is actually a difference, and it's mainly to do with the quantity of the fragrance that you are using. And then I've just got a couple of other things that I'm going to write up about it as well. If you are interested in that Patreon, there has actually been some changes on Patreon for people who have been stung on it in the past, I'm going to say. They've actually changed the way they do their billing. It's always been a massive bugbear with everyone how they used to do their billing, that you used to join during the month, get charged straight away because you had access to everything, and then they would charge on the 1st of every month. And for some people, when you joined on the 30th of a month and then got charged again on the 1st, they were getting really quite cranky about it. Despite the fact that I had everything out there saying don't do this, I still got a lot of abusive emails about it. But they have now changed it. So if you do join on whatever day in the month, it can be at the beginning or the end, you get a full month's access, and then they charge you again on the following month on the same day. So if you join on the 24th of the month, you won't get charged until the 24th of the next month, and you get full access for the whole month. So they have made that change for anyone who is interested in Patreon. Keeping in mind, it is up to the creator to set that as their billing. So some creators kept it as it was, where you're charged on the 1st of every month. I changed mine over so that you are charged on a regular monthly subscription, just because it was, just wanted to get rid of all the abusive emails I was getting over the billing, which was something I couldn't really control. So that all being said and done, it will be out on Patreon. It will be there on the $5 level for 3 months and the $10 level for 6 months before going into the vault. And yeah, so I'm going to go and write up those recipes. First of all, I need to go and hang out my washing. I also need to go and run my weekend orders down to the post office, and I've got a couple of things I want to buy while I'm out as well. Plus, I need to go and sort my hair out. I couldn't be bothered to wash it this morning, so I think I need to go and tie it back, make it look a little bit more presentable. So I'm going to go get all that done, and then should be back by lunchtime so we can do this launch. until I need to go and set the website to live. I did pop out and went round to the post office to go and send off the weekend orders, grabbed a few essentials from the shops, and then I headed round to Bunnings because I wanted some pine timber board. I'd been looking at my lip balm for quite some time, thinking I really actually need to change the display up. It was starting to look a little bit old and tired. I've been using this same display probably for about 4 years, and there were some bamboo containers that I'd got out of Kmart, and I made some little cardboard boxes for each of the different lip balm flavors and stored them in there. And I did it that way because at the markets I could simply go along and pick the containers up and put them in their boxes for transporting. There was no damage. It was quick, easy, a really good way of doing it. But in the shop I don't need that quick, easy pack up, pack down sort of thing, and they were just starting to look a little bit old, a little bit tired. It wasn't as appealing anymore. So what I decided I wanted to do is really open the display up, and I decided if I got myself a couple of these pine boards, I could make myself a little tiered shelf system. So I've made myself 2 tiers, and then the sort of last lot of balms will sit on the shelf itself, so there will be 3 tiers. I have made them at a length where they should actually hold hopefully 11 boxes across them each. Now that's an awful lot, so that gives me room to actually potentially have 33 flavors. Currently only have 20 in the range. I say only, but that is an awful lot. I have 20 in the range. I'm about to bring 5 out for Christmas, so I thought we'll have that extra storage space. I can spread them out a little bit. But last month, some of my patrons, they were just so generous to me, and they sent me this massive box of lip balm flavor oils. Some of them enabled me to be able to top up the ones that I currently have on offer, and then there were a whole heap of new ones as well. So I'm hoping to be able to, I'll bring out some of the summer ones, and then I'll keep the others for autumn winter next year. And this is going to give me space to store all of these or display all of these lip flavor oils. So I decided it was now or never. I had to do it this weekend. So I have just very, very quickly constructed myself something. A lot of you are probably looking at it going, what on earth is she doing? I'm not very good with power tools, never have claimed to be, but I give everything a damn good go, which is why I did all of this in here. And I actually learned a lot while I was doing my shed, and I do know some basics, but this is probably about the best I can do for my little shelving. It's going to work, it's going to hold my lip balms. Really, really pleased with it. Let's go and get this website live and put this in the car. Okay, so I have got everything live on the website now. I'm just having a quick play around with how I actually want things to appear in each of the collections. Some people will just leave it to best selling, which is the automatic one that it does for you. You can also do it alphabetically, newest to oldest, or oldest to newest, that sort of thing. And then there's also the manual picking, so you can actually put it how you want it to look on the screen. I tend to do that one a lot more because I want things kind of grouped together. There's nothing worse when I go onto a website and you're in a category and you're trying to find a hand cream in amongst all the moisturizers and they're all over the place. I like them all to be together. That's just a personal preference for me. But if that's not your way of shopping, there is a function on the website where you can sort it if you want it alphabetical or newest to oldest, that sort of thing. So you can help, people can do that, but it's just how I prefer the website to actually look. So I've just gone through, moved things around to where I wanted them to be, made sure that everything is in here as well, which it appears to have all come across. So that is all looking super good. Okay, so what a day it has been. I got a massive delivery from off of Toll today. It was actually quite funny because I heard this knock on the door and he come in and he asked, "Are you Soy and Shea?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And he said, "Oh, I was expecting a massive warehouse." And I said, "Oh no," I said, I've just got a rather large order. I said there should be 5 boxes, and he said, yeah, they're huge. Oh, okay then. Went out and they weren't that big. There was just a lot of boxes and quite a few of them were heavy. It was about 50 kilos worth of stuff there. So we're going to get that down the shop on Wednesday. So I've got all that done. I had a few other deliveries and bits and pieces. All that's been put away. Just finished on the computer now. We've already done dinner and everything. I'm going to go and sit with hubby. We're going to go and watch our favourite shows for the night. We usually like to watch Forged in Fire, and then we watch Jeopardy after that, and then usually in that sort of time after that I usually potter around and do something else, whether it be sewing or doing something on the computer. I don't know, but I'm going to go and watch my shows. As I said, tomorrow I'm going off to go and visit my mother-in-law, and then I'll be in the shop on Wednesday, and we'll hopefully be packing some Christmas orders and doing some more Christmas gift packs and stuff like that. So I will be back shortly. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday, so I went to visit my mother-in-law yesterday. It was so lovely. I've not been able to see her for months. Usually hubby and I will go up together on either a Monday or a Tuesday on the days I've got the shop closed, but he very, very, very rarely gets Monday or Tuesdays off, despite asking for them so we can have a bit of time together. But he did finally get a Tuesday off where we could actually go up and see her, and I've not seen her for so long. She's actually moved house, so I got to see the brand new house, and it's absolutely beautiful, and she's so happy in there. It was really nice to see. One of the things with this new house that she's got, there is absolutely no mobile reception. It's like down in this ditch, and there is no mobile reception in there at all. So my phone was silent all day. It was so lovely and so relaxing. We did venture out and we went into the main street. It's called Bullcock Street, and I actually discovered this company at a local pop-up store. We found some earrings at a local shopping centre, and she was on selling other brands, and it was called Candy Tree. And I looked them up on Instagram and discovered they were up near my mother-in-law, and we went in there, and I had an absolute ball in there. Husband was a little bit disappointed. He bought me this gorgeous pair of little sloth earrings that I'd spotted on this pop-up stall in the supermarket, and they weren't a bad price. They were $20, and I said that's actually a very good price for handmade earrings. Anyway, we went into this Candy Tree, and she charges $10 for one pair, and then it steps down in price the more you buy, to the point that when you get to 7 pairs they become $7 each. So my husband was a bit disappointed. He felt he'd been ripped off, but I said no, he still actually paid a really good price. But I went nuts in there. I came out with 17 pairs of earrings, including these ones here. She has everything from really fun, funky ones, which I will wear later on this week, and then these sort of more dress style ones. I got the more dress style ones in today because after I've closed up from the shop today, hubby's going to come pick me up, and we are going to go. We've been given free tickets to go and see Mousetrap in the city. Now, Mousetrap's not something that we would generally go and buy tickets for, but we were given them for free. We figured it's not something we would usually do, but let's go and be adults for the night. So he's going to come and pick me up. We're going to head into the city. So I've got a change of clothes, and I figured that these earrings would go with both what I've got and for what I've got for tonight. And because it is probably a little bit more of a... If we were going to see something like Wicked, I would have worn one of the really fun pair of earrings I picked up. But because we're going to see Mousetrap a little bit more serious, I thought we'll go for a little bit more serious pair of earrings, but still really nice. But oh gosh, they're beautiful in this store. And yeah, as I said, I went nuts. If you are in the Caloundra sort of area here in Australia, go and check out Candy Tree. It is amazing. It is like walking into a candy shop. I had an absolute ball. But once we got home, I had a relaxing evening. So hubby's brought me down today. I have got a ton of stuff that needs to be unpacked. I brought down couple of extra Christmas decorations and the Christmas stock I was taking photos of, and a replenish of my bags. We got this big brown box under here which is full of tubes and bottles and stuff like that. That's one of the shelves I built, so we're gonna reconstruct this today. I also bought down my Christmas signage, which we'll try not to make everyone too sick, is going to go into the A-frame boards. Everyone knows we've got Christmas. Found my Christmas wreath out for the door. We also got part of that delivery, all of this in here. We've got different surfactants, clays, all sorts of things, like all my base oils. It really was a massive order. I really let my pantry run very low, so we're going to go and put all of that away. We've got the other shelf here and a great big mess. I really did leave this in a bit of a mess last week, just trying to get everything done. And I've also got to get that soap cut up. So the plan for today, there will be no making of new stuff unless I get any last minute orders and I don't have stuff on the shelf. I have a few orders I need to pack from both Pimp My Soap and Soy and Shea. All of the Prosperity soap that was online has sold out. I do have a couple in store because I've had a few people saying that they were going to come down today to come and grab them. Basically, anything that is really popular like this, all my stock I split in half goes on the website, half goes online. And then on a Sunday when I go home, if I've got things like this which are really, really popular and I've still got stock sitting on the shelf in the shop, I will transfer them online to sell on that Monday, Tuesday, but I only do it for those days. And then when I come back into the shop on Wednesday, I generally take them back offline so I don't end up overselling. For the most part it works, and on occasion I do oversell, and sometimes it is because people have worked out I've got my little drawers full of excess stock, and if I'm not watching they grab the excess stock out if they want something, and I have on occasion ended up overselling because of it. But these ones have been well hidden so I can't end up in an overselling situation. We will get all of those Christmas orders, all those online orders packed today. I have to tidy up, get all of this stuff put away. And that is basically what the day is going to be, is just sorting all of this out, and then the rest of the week we'll get into making. I can see I need some hand creams that need to be made. I think I also need to make a few moisturizers as well. So let's get to doing this. But first, I don't know where to start. I think the first thing I'm going to do is get my computer set up, get some music going, and print up my orders, because it's 8:15, so I actually have 45 minutes to go. I wanted that time just to get myself sorted before customers come into a massive mess. So let's go do it. I have one left with a blue shrink wrap opener, so that's yours. So I've decided that to seal up all my Christmas ones, I'm going to use some of those mum bin stickers that were sent to me. I'm going to use the Christmas tree one. I've just found this lovely little quote over on Canva. I've transferred it over into the Adobe Illustrator. When you are printing up these Christmas labels, you need to remember these are rolled on backwards, so you need to flip your design upside down to make sure that they actually read the right way on the sticker. But I'm pretty pleased with how they've come up, so I'm going to print off a little roll of them ready to go. Absolutely love how that is looking. Perfect finishing touch to these. Gonna get the rest of these orders all packed up, and then I have got the most gorgeous Christmas gift wrap paper for all of these. So how cute is this wrapping paper? For the last few years, what I've tried to do at Christmas time is find a really fun Christmas gift wrap. So this way you can order online, I gift wrap it, you can send it anywhere, or you can just stick it straight under your Christmas tree and you don't have to worry about it. But each year I do try and find something really fun to wrap them in, and for the last few years I've always tried to find an Aussie themed paper. Last year it was Santa on the beach, but this year I spotted this cockatoo one and absolutely loved it. And all the Christmas parcels from November through to December until I run out will be wrapped in this gorgeous gift wrap. So that's the first one down. Got to get the others wrapped up, and then we're going to start packing up my soap orders. Okay, so we're just packing up the Pimp My Soap orders now, and something I wanted to show you that I introduced into the range, which if you're one of my patrons or if you are already following along over on Pimp My Soap, you'll already know. I have introduced a range of biodegradable glitters. Now the camera does this stuff absolutely no justice whatsoever. It is absolutely stunning, glorious, beautiful stuff. Something that we are very much so lacking here in Australia is interesting biodegradable glitter. Most of our suppliers have like pink or blue or red or silver, just one color, one size, nothing else. None of the interesting shapes that you tend to get in the US, like the hearts and the stars and all that sort of thing. So I was determined to buy some nice biodegradable glitter to add to the website that had interesting shapes, and I am so happy with this supply that I found. This is the hollow heart, so I've mixed some, I've actually done a lot of these blends myself. I've brought in the shapes and then blended them to create something. So this one I've called hollow heart, and it has got some hollow glitter in there, 2 sizes, and then it's got these tiny little hollow heart, holographic hearts in there. I'm also going to throw in with this order, we've got a little bag of just this plain silver hollow without the hearts in them, and I've got this gorgeous blend here which I call Hearts and Roses, and it's very, very hard to see. There is a pink by glitter in here. There is a white iridescent in here, and then there's these tiny little color shifting hearts. Because I've mixed them with pink, they do come up pink and purple, but when they are in some of my other blends, these little hearts take on like a blue purple sort of color or the pink color as well. They're absolutely stunning. So I'm going to pop them in there. I've got, I think there's about 9 different options on there at the moment, and there will be more coming in 2023. So absolutely stunning if you weren't aware that I've introduced them. Let's finish getting this packed up. Okay, so I'm really happy with how the lip balm display is looking so far. I know that this back shelf is probably a little bit high for the kids now, but most of the kids come in with their parents looking, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. I've put my Christmas lip scrubs down there for now, and I'm going to put some of the Christmas lip balm gift packs in here as well, and then we'll get a few more of the lip balms out on display. But I'm really happy with how that's looking. After Christmas, when I've got rid of these 5 flavors, there will be, I'm going to bring out like a summer range out of the fragrances or the flavors that were sent to me, and then when we get back into autumn and winter next year, I'll change them over for some autumn ones. We'll always have a few different ones in there, so really happy with that. I'm going to try and clean up a little bit of the mess that we have got going on in the back here, and then I'm going to start packing up some of these sort of soap gift packs and the lip balm packs as well. So I decided I needed to get this one cut and out of the way. This is my Bayside soap, and I've gone down to our local bay called Raby Bay, and I went and grabbed some seawater to make this soap. It makes an absolutely gorgeous bar of soap, and look at all the curls that I have managed to get into this one. I have well and truly now worked out how to get the curly whirlies. Absolutely love them. Love the color this one has gone as well. Smells absolutely amazing. It's got this real fresh blend that includes things, I think there's like a little bit of basil, there is some eucalyptus, peppermint, cedarwood, and a few others in there as well, and it just makes an absolutely beautiful fresh seaside scent. So I'm going to finish getting these ones cut up. I'll leave them sit on the tray for a couple of days to harden up before I then trim them and stamp them ready to go onto the cure rack. Okay, it has just gone 3:30, so I've gone and got myself changed, ready for going out tonight. I just got something on a little bit warmer. It's meant to be getting almost to summer, and we're still only getting 26 degrees during the day and dropping down to 14 at night, which is, it is actually quite cool for this time of year. And the other thing is, I found out on the last vlog, I think I mentioned I was going to see a rheumatologist about, had been suffering from Raynaud's during winter of this year because it was so cold, and a few things came up in conversation, and it turns out I am actually super sensitive to cold, to the point these days I can't even hold like an icy glass of water in my hands. It actually feels really uncomfortable, really sore. So I tend to always have the metal container, like the metal tumblers and stuff. Even like my my drink glass at home, I tend to always go for my little metal tumbler, because cold glass is just, they absolutely kill my hands. So we're having a look into that. I have to wait until next winter again to actually rerun the test to see what it is that is making me so super sensitive to cold. But that's probably why I have felt so cold this winter with the Raynaud's and everything else that went with it. But I have dressed up warmly tonight to keep myself nice and warm and comfortable. I'm just doing some little stocking stuffers, these little Hessian bags. I know you're going to ask me where I've had them from. I really don't know. I generally throughout the year go around to different supply places, and I kind of just grab things that I see on sale, and this is probably one of those sort of things. I need another scrub. Generally after Christmas I will go round to all the stores and see what they've got on sale. So I might go into TK Maxx, Kmart, all those sort of various places, and see what Christmas gift tags they're selling out, what little nifty things like this. So, and then I put them away for the following Christmas. So I've had these somewhere along the lines, but they're not very well made. The first time I went to do this little package idea, I double checked that my little tub of scrub and my lip balm would fit in, and whichever bag I picked up first of all, they fitted beautifully. But I think some of these bags have just been roughly sewn and they're not all the same size, so some of them I'm struggling to get in, but they're making really, really cute little stocking stuffer packs to go out on the shelf. I did have to have a bit of a clean up in here. It was really, really getting to me, so I stopped everything. I started putting stuff away. I've hoovered, I've mopped, got a nice clean sort of workbench again. So did put a few little soapy packs together starting on this, and tomorrow I will put some more gift packs together. A lot of the people who said that they were going to come in today have all messaged me saying they're not coming in until the weekend, so I'm not going to stress too much about getting too much done. I need to make products tomorrow as well, and then put a few more packs. So that is my little stocking stuffer pile. I'll go and put that out in a moment. Hubby should be here in about 20 minutes, and we'll go around to the post office, and then we're going to head out for dinner, and we're going to go and see our show before heading home to relax, and then I'll be back in tomorrow to create and do some more. Good morning, guys. Look, we got fun earrings in today. We got little giraffes today. Giraffes are my hubby's favorite animals, so I couldn't resist getting them when I saw them at Candy Tree. So we got those in. I'm a little bit hyper today because I am extremely tired. We got in quite late last night, and I was up very early again this morning. So it's going to be an interesting day. We've already been doing a few things. We had a wonderful time last night. We don't do things like that very often. We're both very much homebody people, but it was so nice. We somehow got into the city last night. Traffic was absolutely atrocious, but we did actually manage to get into the city. My husband works in the city, so we parked his car at his workplace, and then we walked across the Brisbane River over into an area called South Bank, and we went to this restaurant that we absolutely love. And we haven't been there for quite some time, like a couple of years, and we're so pleased to see them still there. They're called Viet Delights, and we like going there because I know everything on their menu I can eat. Never had a problem, never been sick when I've come out of there, and it's all really light, fresh food, and everything tastes different. Sometimes when you go into restaurants and you have all these different meals and they all come out and they all taste the same, but every plate in there tastes different. So we had a really nice dinner there, and then we made our way down into QPAC, which is the Queensland Performing Arts Centre. We had a couple of pre-dinner drinks, and then we went in and we ended up sitting next to this lovely group of ladies that were just so funny, really mischievous. And then there was another lady sitting in front of us as well that we were talking to every time people, walking up and down the seating area. She was having to stand up and she was talking to us every time she did. So we had an absolute blast, and the actual play was really, really good as well. We got to half time, and it was just at the point, because it's a murder mystery, we got to that half time sort of mark, and my husband said, all right, who do you think it is? And I said, I think this, this and this. And he stood up we'll see. He says, no, I don't think that's too obvious. I think it's this, and this. And you know what? I got half of it right. I actually got half of the puzzle solved. Didn't actually expect the ending, but it was just so good. And I'm not telling, because they do say in it, don't tell anyone. So anyone who goes to see it, they get to experience the whole thing. So it was really, really, really good. And the crew, there were 8 of them. Yeah, 8 people. They were just absolutely fantastic. Really recommend going to see it if you've never seen Mousetrap. So we didn't actually get home until gone 10 o'clock last night, which probably isn't late to some, but considering I'm usually in bed by 9:30, it was a late night out. But we had a blast, and we should do it more often. Now I'm in the shop. Today I have to make some foot soak, and I want to also put on a batch of hand cream, I think it is, so I can start making up a few more of these gift packs. I have a few orders to pack as well, and then we'll just see where else the day actually takes us. So let's get cracking into it, because I got about, I think, 10 minutes until I need to open the door. Okay, so I've got about an hour left until the shop shuts up. I'm getting really tired. That's why I don't go out on school nights. But I have gone and made myself a cup of coffee here. I have basically just been pottering around. I've done the 2 things I really needed to do today. Well, I did one of them and then discovered I had to make something else. I needed to make some of my lavender and nettle foot soak. And as I was making it up, it goes into some Ziploc bags. And while I was making them up, I thought I really want to put them in some gift packs, but they look a little bit tacky when they're in the Ziploc bags in a gift box. And then I remembered I had some of these jars left over from when I did the Halloween stuff, and this year for some reason the Bath and Body Halloween stuff didn't do nearly as well as it did last year. So I made the call not to make Christmas Bath and Body stuff this time, so I still have all of these containers sitting out the back that I had allocated to Christmas. So I thought it would be really good to actually see how much one of these would hold of the foot soak, because I think this is going to sit nicer in a gift box than what the Ziploc container does. So I did make myself enough to make a few gift packs up this week and see how it goes. And then I realized I was kind of going through the drawers restocking the shelf, and then I realized I actually didn't have any spare foot creams. So I have got a batch of foot cream sitting over there cooling down, waiting to put that final phase into it. And then I decided that I wanted to change the label up a little bit. This is what my foot cream currently looks like, and I still really like it. The label really says what I want the product to say, that it is clean, simple, fresh, and a good sort of product. I didn't want it to be too over the top or anything like that, because it just uses fresh, simple ingredients. And for a long time that has worked for me. When I came into the shop and I started doing things like changing my candle labels, and then for Halloween and Christmas I was doing all the really fun decorative labels, I had a really good response to it. So I've slowly been going through my range and updating the labels, and I'm not going too over the top with my everyday stuff like I do for Halloween and Christmas. But I decided as soon as I was doing the foot cream, I had a spare 5 minutes, I'd redesign the label. So when it goes on, I've actually just put a nice little very simple background on it, just to kind of give, you know, it's got peppermint and feet. We always think green, fresh sort of stuff. So that's the kind of design that I went for on this one. So I've got all my labels printed up, ready for when I pot that up tomorrow. I have also cleaned out all the jars for my candle refills, which I will do tomorrow. Whenever I am tired, I never make candles, because that is generally when I mess up candles. I don't know why. I don't do anything else, just candles. I mess up candles when I'm tired. So I put that off today. I did bring the wax down, but I will make that tomorrow. And then the other thing I've just been going around putting things away that need to be put away. So over on the soap cure rack, I had all these soap ends that I either package them up like to give away as samples in orders, or I put them into bags of soap ends. And I had a great big box of them. I had more sitting on the racks, and so I just thought, right, let's make up our soap end bags. So I did that. And then I had a few other little soaps sitting on there from leftover soap batter, which I pour into kids molds. I've wrapped all them up, I popped them out into the kids basket, so they've got some extra soaps in there. Now I'm actually just basically pottering around, tidying up, putting stuff away. Then I'll go and do my post office run at 4 o'clock before heading home. And I've actually do have a video to edit for Patreon. A new feature came out where we could actually upload videos onto there. So I've made them an exclusive video of how I am making the body spray. I made some more this morning. One of them, Success, beautiful clear. The other one, my favorite fragrance oil. It's not white, but it certainly hasn't gone clear. So I will stress that now if anyone is going to come and get this recipe, and I do stress it on the recipe as well. There are still going to be fragrances that will not work to give you a perfectly clear liquid, but it doesn't go white. So you just have to test each of your fragrances. But I have had pretty much a 90% success rate with getting clear on here. So tonight I'll go and edit their video, pop it up on there, and then I'm going to put my feet up and watch our favourite shows tonight. So yeah, that's my plan. Go finish my coffee, potter around, get cleaned up, and we'll back in tomorrow to do it all over again. What a morning so far. So I got in about half an hour early because I knew I needed to make some ladies shaving soap, which I've got on the bench just behind me. It is almost ready to start mixing the oils together with the lye water. I do it as a hot process dual lye method, so I do like to try and get it started before I open the shop so we can make sure that all the lye sort of fumes have dissipated and gone away. I have also got a batch of hand cream on the go out the back, and that is almost ready to be blended together. At the moment I am just packing some of the orders that I have got. This one's actually one my mum's bought down and asked me to ship out. I have got my wax tank on, so we'll be doing some candle refills today. I've got to pot up that foot cream, plus I also need to make some facial serum, some Prosecco rose salts and some Bite Ease bar. And then I've got a couple of orders here that also need wrapping as well. So it's been a really busy morning. Had a few customers coming through as well, which is really nice. For some reason, Thursday seems to be my worst days in the shops. Very rarely do I actually get a customer come in on a Thursday, but my busiest days tend to be Wednesdays and Fridays. So I don't know how that works, but we've already been off to a good start this morning. We have got lots that I've got to do. I have put on some really bright, fun earrings today. And feeling I had a good night's sleep as well, so I'm feeling on top of the world, going to get all this work done today. But yeah, rather than keep talking to you about it, I'm just going to get on with doing what I've got to do so that I can have a easier weekend. Okay, so the foot cream is now all labelled up and I am loving the new look labels. Still really clean, fresh and simple, but just that slight different detail on them is going to help distinguish between foot cream, hand cream and anything else in these tubes. Really, really like it. So the next thing is to redesign all of the hand creams now as well. Talking of hand creams, over on the bench there I do have my big jar full of my hand cream. It's cooling down now, so tomorrow I can split it up and do the different smells ready for gift packs. We got the ladies shaving soap done. That is sitting on the cure rack at the moment, just cooling down, so tomorrow I can pop the lid on, label it out onto the shelf. I have also managed to do my Bite Ease balm, so that's cooling at the moment and we can pop labels on that tomorrow. The facial gel and the soaking salts, because they're all cold processed, they are done and on the shelf, and already the soaking salts are walking out the door, so I'll be doing another batch next week, I am sure. And I've done all of the candle refills I had to do this morning, and then I've been having other people bringing through their candle refills as well. So I've got a couple. About 20 minutes ago another lady brought in some, so they're at the back just soaking, getting ready for me to refill. Going to do that before I go home. And quite a number of people have collected their refills from under my cabinet here, which is really good, so I've got some space again. So that's been a really good day, really productive. I have a few orders to take down to the post office. I've got about an hour until I close up. So for the next hour, I'm going to do up the labels for the hand cream and my labels for the shaving soap. So that's all ready to go in the morning. And then tomorrow I have to make the men's shaving soap, because I do actually do gift packs up with the men's shaving soap and a brush, and I'll do some up with some soaps and things as well. And what else have I got tomorrow? I need to make some night cream as well, because that always makes a really good gift pack. I've got quite a number of different combinations. I've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different products, or 6 different products, all based off of sleepy time sort of thing. So I've got this really nice sort of combination of things. In fact, no, I've got 7 sleepy time, nighttime sort of things. So heaps of combinations there, but I do need to make some more lotions so we can make some of those up. So as I said, I've got about an hour until I need to close up, so I'm going to go and get my labels all finished, printed, so that they're ready to go in the morning. I've just put the dishwasher, or just refilled the dishwasher, so I'm going to go put that on, so that is ready to empty in the morning when I get in. So it's been a wonderfully busy day in the shop, but also very productive. So I'm going to go and finish up before heading home. Good morning, guys. We have got a bit of a case of deja vu happening right now, except for the main difference is, rather than doing a ladies shaving soap today, we are doing the men's shaving soap. Just getting my dual lye all mixed together now. I've got my back door open, which actually pulls the air out, so it gets rid of the fumes quite quickly. But I do like to do it, as I said yesterday, before I open the shop up, so that people who are super sensitive to this or have never encountered it before aren't actually affected. So I'm just getting the potassium hydroxide dissolved. It doesn't get as hot, which is why I like to add that into my mix first. And when I then add in my sodium hydroxide, I don't get as many fumes when I do it this way. So we've got that one in. Let's get this in. Once I've got this on the go, and I've got my bentonite clay hydrating in some essential oil blend, I am going to start splitting up the hand cream, getting that all potted and labelled. And then as soon as that jug is clear, I can get my night cream on the go. I actually need to invest in a few more of these jars, just seeing how much of this I need in here. Get that out the way. Let's get this in so we get it right. There. I've got enough in there, just didn't want to overshoot how much I was putting in. So giving that a good stir. So this will get added into my oils warm. Pop the lid on there. So as I was saying, I will then split up this hand cream. I actually need to order some more of these. I absolutely love making my lotions in these glass beakers. This is a big 5-litre one, and I only ordered one at the time, but I think my Christmas present to myself this year will be ordering a few more of this size here, because they are so useful. And I have found that using these glass beakers rather than using the pans like I have in previous videos, I actually get less water evaporation during the process. When I was using the pans, I used to find I got about, I don't know, up to 10% water loss out of my mixes, and I used to have to add in that extra 10% water. When I use this, I only lose about 1 or 2 grams worth of liquid, and I'm sure that's because of the condensation that builds up on top of my biofilm. When I take that off, that's where some of that liquid actually is. So I will actually treat myself to a few more, but that's a whole other thing. I will get this one all split up and into the tubes and labelled. I have to label my Bites balm. I also have to label up the candles that I made yesterday because I know some of them are going to come pick them up on Sunday, and I'll send the messages out to the others who are also waiting for that. I also have to label up the candles that we did yesterday because I know people will be coming in on Sunday to come and collect those. It's about, let's have a look, it's 10 past 8, so I've got about 20 minutes until I'm going to be opening up. So I'm going to go and get this hand cream started to split out so we can get my night cream on the go as well. And then we'll just see where the day actually takes us, because I did manage to get an awful lot done yesterday. I think on my board I've only got the 2 things up there, so we'll see where the day takes us. I do want to try and make up a few extra gift packs to go out on the side, because I know today and tomorrow I will end up with a lot more people coming through looking for those gift packs. So next thing I've got to do is get this bentonite clay all hydrated, ready to go into the men's shaving soap when it is done. So let me get onto it. Okay, so I am done for the day. I'm about to head off home. I got everything done that I said I was going to do. I've got the Lavender Dreams night cream cooling down in the back room, and I've got the men's shaving soap all potted up, needs to have their lid on tomorrow. We've got the hand cream done, and I am so pleased. I've also changed the label on these from a very plain simple label just to a finer little detail on them, and it will also help people distinguish which smells are which when they take them home. So I'm really pleased with that. I've had a bit of a quick tidy up. It's not spotless, but it was better than what it was. I had paper all over the floor. I had all my gift wrapping stuff up here, but I have put it all away for tomorrow. I have been busy doing gift packs. So I've just bought this trolley inside and filled it up with all the gift packs that I was working on. So these are the foot gift packs that I'm doing up. So we've got the foot soak, the foot scrub, and the foot cream. Really happy with how that's come together. I am also thinking about doing another style. I've got these gift bags which I've had for, or wash bags I've had for ages. So I'm thinking of doing them in this as well. And I've got some little foot scrubbing brushes that I can include. I have also done up some of the men's kits. I've also got one that has got some soap and the shaving under there. I've done up some gemstone gift packs. So there's 2 gemstone soaps, and then we've got a necklace holder and a soap mat. So I've been busy putting all these little packs and things together, just pottering around, and really pleased with everything we've done. So I am about to go home. Hubby's on a late today, so he won't be there. I probably won't see him now till Monday. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to start working on the final gift pack. I finally received what I needed this week to do them. I want to have a go at making some flower or seed bomb things. It's where you get some soil and some clay and some seeds mixed all together and make little round balls, and then what people can do with them is just chuck them out into the garden, and you get this sort of spray of flowers grow. And I've seen them, my mum's had a few, I've given her a few that I've bought from other people, and they look really nice. I was hunting around for some seeds that I could actually send all throughout Australia, because it's very hard. There are a lot of restrictions going into Western Australia and Tasmania, so I was trying to find this seed mix that would actually be okay to ship everywhere within Australia without any sort of worries there. Finally found a seed mix that will do that, a mixed flower one. So I got those this week. So this afternoon I'm going to get home and I'm going to make those. So it's getting a bit warm in here, so I'm going to head off home now. Okay, they are all done now. Really pleased with how these have come up. I've seen so many different sorts of instructions online how to make them, but they are essentially just some clay and some soil. You wet it down and then you roll them into the balls. Now some people put their seed through the whole mix. I decided to make sure that each and every one of the balls had seeds in them, to put my seed into each one as I was rolling them. I did struggle a little bit. I'd seen so many different sort of ratios of how much soil and how much clay to use. One of the ones I'd seen was 3 parts clay to 1 part soil. I ended up doing 3 parts clay and 2 parts soil, and it could be because of the sort of soil that I had. If I do these again, I'll get myself a finer grade soil. This is what I do use in my pots and plants, and they absolutely love it. So I know it's a good soil. It just had a few too many big bits, so I couldn't get it to stick together. Most people say to actually spray, but I think I had the wrong sprayer, so I ended up pouring it in until I got a nice wet mix. And I'm really pleased with how that's come up. So I've got to leave them here for about apparently 2 to 3 days to dry out. Then I can start putting them in the gift packs. But as you could see, Mr. and Mrs. Magpie were sitting there waiting for me. They are still sitting there on the balcony. The one, let's open the screen door, gives a better look. The one on this side, this is Mama Bird, and that is Dada Bird over there. And Baby has been up as well. And last year's Baby has been up. But they are here because they know it is dinner time. And Lucy, well, yeah, Lucy's rolling around on her back on her new carpet. I'm not sure if she wants her dinner, but it is dinner time. Lovely pose. She's been so miserable because she hasn't been able to go for some walks, but until we get her leg fixed, she can roll around on the carpet. Oi, monster, you want some dinner? Dinner time? Come on then. Yeah, let's do dinner. Let's feed everyone. So as you can see, they're now all waiting for their dinner, so I better go and do that. I've also got the oven on so I can do my own dinner, and then I'm going to sit and relax. I heard the new season of The Crown is on Netflix, and I also started watching The Sinner, so I might choose one of those two to go and watch an episode of, and then maybe finish my book because I'm almost at the end of that. I am now reading These Foolish Things, which is the book that the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel or something like that was based off of, and it's quite a good book, so I'll do one of the two tonight. guys, it has been crazy busy so far. I came into the shop early and I have got another batch of men's shaving soap on the go. A huge thank you to Rachel for the order that came through last night. It is the biggest order I have ever had on the website, so thank you so much. All of the men's shaving soap that I made yesterday will be going into that order. So I have had to put another batch on this morning because I literally have 2 tins left on the shelf. So busy morning so far. I've just popped out into the market area, grabbed myself a croissant for breakfast, got my coffee. I'm going to get my candle jars for refills emptied, and we've got the melt tank on, melting down some wax. And then I have to also pot up that night cream. So I have about 10 minutes before I need to open the door. So I just need to get a few things done before people start coming in, because it's already busy out there. So should be a really good day. Crazy insane day it has been today. I have not had a day in here like that for a long time. It was just constantly busy, so I haven't done as much recording today as I kind of planned to, because there was just no time to keep moving the camera and that sort of thing. So there's not too much footage from today. I have sold out of quite a few things that I wasn't anticipating selling out on, so I have had to make a couple of extra things today, including some melt packs or some of my melt blocks. I am using now, I'll go and grab one. Sea Sun Soaps and Cutters are now making the silicone molds for the clamshells. I did make a few of my own, but it was costing me too much. I didn't have the time and that sort of thing, and the silicone I was using, the wax didn't quite release off it the way I wanted it to. Kelly sent me a couple to test and I absolutely loved them, and then I went ahead and I purchased myself a couple of dozen of them, and they just make life so much easier. The wax pulls away beautifully every time. This one's not quite set, so I won't pull it apart now, but it's certainly made life so much easier in here when it comes to making the melts. So I stocked up on the lemongrass and Persian lime because somebody cleared my shelf out, and then another regular customer came in wanting some, and she said she'd come back on Wednesday if I had some available. So I've made them up. Just labeling up the boxes now, so when I come in on Wednesday, the first thing I do will be to actually label these up so that they're ready to go for whenever she does come. With regards to the Christmas soaps, I literally now have 2 left on my shelf. I have 1 Grinch and 1 Sugar and Spice. So when I shut the door in about 20 minutes, if they're still sitting there, they're going to go straight online. So first come, first serve. There is basically 1 Grinch and 2 Sugar and Spice, and then that is all the Christmas soaps gone. I am absolutely blown away by how quick they've gone. I have never had soaps sell in less than a week, never ever. And I know I've got so many disappointed people who can't get them, but the thing is, next year if I make double the amount, they're not like, you know, it doesn't mean to say they're all going to go next year just as quick. So I'll have to seriously think about what I'm going to do, because a lot of people are disappointed and a lot of people are asking if I'm going to make more, but there's just simply not enough time. The only thing that I've got Christmas soaps in now are in the naughty and nice boxes, and I don't want to pull them apart because everything in there has special labeling on them, and I don't want to have to try and sell them as individual products. I want them to go out in the boxes. So it is what it is, and hopefully next year it just means that people will again come and buy quite quickly. We'll see what happens. But I've got about 20 minutes until the shop is closing. I'm going to go home tonight, start editing. Well, I actually started editing the video yesterday, and I'm going to try and finish it this afternoon. On Monday, I've got to make some shower fizzers and some shampoo bars just to get all of that restocked in here. So it's going to be a busy Monday, but hubby does have Monday and Tuesday off, so I'll try and do my work Monday morning, and then we'll find something to do together, because it is such a rarity. Though he sent me his roster and he's actually got the next 2 weeks where he's got Monday and Tuesdays off, so that is a right treat that we get to spend time together, and we may be able to go up and see my mother-in-law again, which will be really nice. So I'm almost done here. I can hear them packing up outside. I'm going to finish labeling these up and then pack up and go home, and yeah, as I said, edit videos, and that's it. So thank you so much for coming along with me this week as I did my Christmas launch and then tried my hardest to get the shop restocked. It has been an absolutely awesome week. If you did enjoy it, why not leave me a thumbs up, any comments down below. Until the next video comes out, I hope you have a good one. I'll see you then. Bye.